Blessed Earth Strong spiritual socialites. I'm back today giving you some spiritual knowledge and downloads for your walk. If you're new here, hello to you. My name is Vasori Jade, and I am the owner and operator of Visions by Vasori, which is a spiritual online botanica. My spiritual mastery, let's talk about it, is healing, love, and prosperity, guys. I'm self-taught and experienced by life, and that is the only way that I teach and give guidance. So, the lesson for today is why magical spells may not work. Okay? Why magical spells may not work. Let's talk about it. There are so many different kinds of spells that can be used to achieve different kinds of goals and as well as desires, okay? It could be about wealth, health, and the most famous, love. There are many people who would testify with the effectiveness of the spells, while there are others who may say that they are not getting anything out of them. And that is what we're talking about. Why they may or may not work. But why do spells fail? Why do they fail? There are many contributing factors why spells do not work. And we're going to talk about it. Reason number one. I would say spell casting is all about directing your energy or your spiritual energies toward one goal, one desire, okay? And a clouded mind would result to an energy that can prevent what you desire from happening. A clouded mind, no. In short, your mind should be in sync with the kind of spell you're going to use. Okay? Your mind should be in sync with the kind of spell that you are going to use. And the practitioner should believe in the spell for it to manifest. You got to know what you know, baby. That's the answer to that. You got to know that you got to hold on and know that your spell is going to come into fruition. No doubts. There's no doubt in magic. Discipline is very important. Concentration and focus is very important and very crucial when sending and making your intent one with the universe as well as its energy as well. Okay? So, with focus and concentration, it may be really difficult to achieve immediately. It is a hard thing to do because some people just can't focus correctly. I get it. Getting an experienced mentor like myself, or a spiritual worker or a spiritual mother, could help you develop this kind of traits. That means come on into my world, okay? We're going to go to reason number 2. And reason number 2 is that spellcasters would say that one of the major reasons why spells do not work is experience. The internet is a very rich source of spells that are written by experienced spellcasters and those who claim success in them. When following spells on the internet, you could always ask the spellcaster if they're open to it for any proof that they have succeeded with their spells, because a great spellcaster will write it in their grimoire if they're inclined to give you that type of information, because some may not, okay? Or with any spell, you can take their spell and add into it what you want. It's just like a recipe. You add 3 eggs, they say 3 eggs, you add 4. So change it up to make it work for you, if that makes sense. If it says use this herb and for love, use a different herb for love and see if it'll, incorporate the spell for yourself. Basically, that's what I mean. The experience of the person who is casting the spell is also crucial. The experience from you. If you're not experiencing spell casting, that is where your spiritual advisor comes into play. Someone like myself, okay? Casting spells is not about just reading the incantation. It's also about studying the occult or the system, okay? Reason number 3, as the cars ride by. So reason number 3, of course, you would not get anywhere if you are using the wrong spells and the wrong materials. There are spells which may not work for a person, but may work for other people. You can keep track of the spells that are not working for you. Sometimes it's best to, if the spell isn't working, but you have to allow it time as well. Don't just, once you do a spell, this is how I work. I flow. I'm going to give you some tidbits of how to do this. Once you do a spell, release it, let it go, know it to be so. Give it time. Go to something else, another work. Go to something else, another work, and come back to it. And if you see that nothing has changed, do the spell again, but do it a little different. Tweak it a little bit. Although you could also consider that they may not be working because you may lack concentration and focus while casting your spell. You could also write your own spell, especially if you cannot find anything that would suit your personality in your particular situation, okay? Writing spells is not easy. Again, it will require studies and patience, study of the herb, study of the oils, study of yourself being in tune. All of that does matter when you are writing and doing any type of spell. Reason number 4, strong belief and patience are important. We're going to go back to what I said in the beginning. Don't rush your spell. Okay? You can't do a spell and think a week or two later, a month later, that it depends on how heavy that spell is and what you are desiring. You got to give it time to work. If you miss this, then you would surely think that the spell is bound to fail because you're already set in that mindset that I don't know if it's going to work. That is not it. You know that this money is coming. You know that this love of your life is coming. Okay? Never put doubt in any spell work at all. Because if you doubt it, I have nothing else to say. A spellcaster should believe in his or her spell. If not, then who else would believe that it would work? Who else? Me? No, not me. When I do spells for people, for clients, I'm positive I know it's going to work. But if you're on the other side of me combating my spell negatively, you're putting up a wall, a block to the universe. All this, you just causing friction in the work. So if you don't believe in what you want, it won't work, period. Okay? Spellcasters need to be patient. Spells do not work overnight. There are times the results of a spell for a very long period of time is needed. If a spellcaster would cast a spell and expect it to happen within a year and nothing happened after a year, then it could mean, and I'm just saying a year just for example, because sometimes you need a while. If you're trying to manifest a home and a beautiful sprawling home with all the amenities that you want, all the wood floors, the picture windows, the backyard, privacy fence, you got to give that time. Okay? If you, within a year, and nothing has happened within a year, then it could mean that the spell is not meant to work for that period of time. That's all. That's it, that's all. It just means that the spell is not meant to work for that period of time. You need to reset, focus, go do something else, and come back because it's just not your time at that time. And especially if you're antsy about it happening just like that. because that's not how that works. The objective or the goal could manifest into your life after a year or even longer. Sometimes it would even surpass what you expected. Another reason would be why spells do not work or did not work can be because of the negativity surrounding you, the caster. I live my life like this, and y'all probably want to pick up on this. I don't allow negative, low vibrational energy into my field because it causes me to feel some type of way. If it upsets my peace, my balance, or my mood, I don't do it. I don't engage. I don't allow you in. That is how I live my life from the beginning. Anybody, any person, any place, anything. Okay? So take that into a good fashion forward thing to do when you live in your life with people and allowing people in your life, because negativity surrounding you, it affects your work. It could be real or imagined, but negative energy could definitely affect your spell work. A caster should remove any negative thinking when casting spells. Aside from that, most casters would prefer performing spells in private to avoid public scrutiny and at the same time avoid negative energy placed on you, known as well as unknown. So I always do my spell work in private, in the privacy of my own home, my four walls. Okay? Take, for example, and I'm going to give you guys something that happened to me with my mom. Y'all know, if y'all following me, that me and my mom, if my mom, let me say this, if my mom wasn't the person that birthed me in this world, I would have no dealings with her at all, because she is a negative entity. It's just negative surrounding her because of how she grew up, and she doesn't know how to release it. I've tried out. Okay, so I went home to see her. It's 2 hours from where I live. I had to actually go see my father about some paperwork that I had to sign. And I said, I can't come down here and not see my mom. So I drove down to see my mom, which is about 15 minutes away from where my father lives. And as soon as I got there, I felt the energy before going in. She lives with her mom, who is my grandmother. And her energy is so negative. So I went in the house, parked. I said, okay, if she starts her shit, I'm out the door. And she did. Got in the house and she started saying that woe is me shit. I'm sick of this. And I said, Mama, you're not a tree. You're not rooted here. If you hate to stay with grandma and you hate to live down here and this and that, go get your own spot. Anything else? You're not a tree. You're not rooted here. You don't have to stay here. She complains about her life all the time. Woe is me. Low vibrational. Negative energy. And I choose, when she starts that shit, I give her one time. And if she keeps on, I go get in my car and I disengage. And that's what happened. She kept on. Even though I drove 2 hours, it's no good, nothing. So I said, oh, okay. She started. I went and got my keys. I said bye to my grandmother. And I got in my car and drove off. Disengage. If it disturbs your peace, your balance, your mood, disengage. And that's what I do. I always say that any type of energy is transferable. And you're not finna transfer that negative ass energy on me. I then called my brother on my way back home. I'm driving. And we're talking about Mom, because we all know that's how she operates. And it is what it is. She's going to be who she is. Allow people to be who they are. But allow what you're going to be who you are as well, right? So you're going to allow what you want into your life, and that is not the case for me. Mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, family members, friends, co-workers, I don't give a fuck who it is, literally. If you're low vibrational, you're negative, I disengage. Be that the forefront in your life. Take that and place it in your life, because it affects your spell work, it affects your mindset, it affects your energy, and nothing, I'm going to allow nothing to control my life force energy. Y'all hear what I said? So those are some of the ways that could negatively affect your magical spells whenever you're doing any spell work, okay? I want you guys to, even if it's not me, but I want to thank the people too that say I have a common spirit, but even if it's not me, get into the limelight of following someone or allowing someone to be your spiritual mother. I actually am working on right now, they call it a coven, but where you can come in to my space and allow me to show you the path. I'll let you guys know when it has launched. It's coming real soon. And that's just it. That's all. I hope this helped you. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, support, and share my channel. It's greatly appreciated. I see all of you guys, all of you new ones. Thank you so much. I send blessings of abundance to each and every one that has hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, y'all. I hope this helps. I'll be back with another one. Blessings to you. Bye, y'all.